Well, good morning, everyone. It's Sunday, October 23rd, 2016. It's around 9:30 in the morning, and me and a few others decided it'd be a grand day to go for an ATV ride. So sit back, relax, enjoy the trip as we take a tour of the trails in Beaver Bank, Nova Scotia. So first off, I'd like to apologize. I haven't got in on the bike as much as I would have liked this fall, just due to work and stuff and all the good fun things that come with it. The weather hasn't actually been cooperating as well, and as you can see, we finally got a day that seemed half sensible. You're going to see a lot of water on the trails today. This was the day after the big rainstorm we had there on the Saturday. We're only supposed to get like 30 millimeters, but I think we ended up getting like 80 to 100. So four of us decided we'll take the chance and go out the trails. We're all geared up for it. Go for a little lunch in the woods and go exploring. Got a new fella that wanted to tag along just to see how things are all about. But we weren't the only ones that had the grand idea of going in the woods. We're going to come across all sorts of people in the woods here today. But for the most part, it was just lovely just to get out and get in and get some fresh air. Yes, there was a lot of water on the trails, but we had a lovely day. It didn't rain too much, and we had a few showers, but for the most part, it stayed away, and we had a lovely time. So sit back, relax, and enjoy another Canadian Can-Am adventure as the four of us go do the loop around the Beaver Bank area and basically kill the entire day. I think we went for about 6 hours. Maybe longer than that, 9:30. Yeah, we were back around 4, so about 6 to 7 hours. And yeah, just sit back, relax, and enjoy the day. And enjoy the ride. I think there's going to be lots of water today. Got a crowd coming in. So the plan for today, since the weather was cooperating for the most part, was to, like I say, do the loop. It's about 75 kilometers when you do the whole loop. I'd also want to check out a few spots where I know they've been hunting and stuff like that, and not hunting, wood cutting. So I've been coming across a few spots where they've cleared off the wood and all that fun stuff. Just seeing what they've done to the trails. For the most part, it was a bit windy, but at least the wind. It was a warm wind. I think the winds were from the southwest. It was probably about 10 degrees overall today. So we had a lovely day when it came to weather-wise. We're going to get cold. Say we had a few showers and all that good stuff. I mean, we had the gear for it, so it didn't make any difference. But the key thing today was, like I said, just to get out on the trails, as hunting season's coming up fast here, and for the first couple Sundays for the deer hunting season, you don't like going out because they're allowed to hunt on those Sundays. For the province has allowed it. So took advantage of this Sunday that the hunting wasn't allowed, and hopefully we'll get out on the trails here again shortly. Like I said, one of the guys new with riding with us, so showing a few spots and going around, and yeah, it worked out all right. So we're just going to scoot around, and we'll probably be stopping at various little spots to have little breaks and have little stacks. And our ultimate objective is to get up to around Allen Lake, and we're going to stop at the usual spot and have a boil up and have a lunch and all that bunch of stuff. So that's just going to keep on trucking here, and every now and again you're just going to see us just stop, pull over, and have a little break. So this is one of the spots where I wanted to see how much they had done to cutting it over. And according to what my old map had, the trail kept on going here, but it looks like when they cut it over, it may have been displaced. Anyways, this is where the trail's supposed to be. So I do a little looking here and review and take a little look around, but ended up finding it. We just had to retrace our steps. We had gone a little bit too far. So. But they had done the job. Anyway, so we're just going to turn around here now. We're just going to retrace our steps back a little bit, and we'll find the trail that takes us down around and joins up to the other side, to the other woods road.
Not too bad.
So we've been traveling for a while here now, so I figured, well, I'll go down to this spot. I know it's got a nice little cabin down here. Not many people know about it. Figured I'd go down here and we'll have a bite to eat and have a little snack. But I guess the owner of the cabin's been having some issues, so the trail's been blocked off.
Blocked her off.
I am not going to interfere with that. I'm not going to try and sneak by it. It's he's got his own cabin. If he's been having issues, I personally don't disturb people's things. But if he doesn't want people going down where his cabin's at, then that's fine by me. So anyways, we're going to end up having to turn around. We'll head up back to the trailhead top here, and then we'll stop and have a little break. A little bit disappointed couldn't get down there. It is a beautiful little spot down there. And I've been down there before. It's been on a couple of my videos. But like I said, I'm going to respect the cabin owner and his wishes. And if he doesn't want anybody down there messing up with his stuff, then that's fine by me. Like I said, some people don't know leave well enough alone, and they ruin it for other people. I mean, myself personally, I just would have been down there and relaxed for a little bit. But that's the way she goes. So we're just having a little break here, and then we'll be taking off again. So, been down this trail many times, and I don't know, maybe it just rutted it more, but I don't remember it being like this. Like, I'm pretty good at keeping control of the bike, but she went all over places here that I don't know what the bike was thinking. Of course, get one rut, and then she would go on another. Anyways, a little frustrated after that one, but kind of ticked me off, but that's all you can do. And then she found another rut anyways. So we're up towards the old Renfrew Road here now, and just getting off the bike here to take a quick look and make sure it didn't damage anything. But yeah,
that seems loose.
So
The holes or what? Oh, a pain in the ass.
Pardon my language. Anyways, after that little escapade, we're going to keep on going. It won't be long now until we turn off to the trail to Allen Lake. So some of you may remember this trail. This is the trail that takes you down to Allen Lake. It's the McPhee Memorial Trail. The Fundy Adventures ATV Club kind of look after this neck of the woods. We're kind of up in their area. And I was actually, when I drove down this trail, I was expecting a lot of water because this trail normally has a lot of water. And after all the rain we've had yesterday, I was expecting it to be like floating. But I guess from the looks of it, looks like the boys, or the folks from Fundy Adventures, have done a lot of work to the trailer and actually created some drainage areas so the water drains off the trail. So that's awesome. You can see like that. There's a nice big drainage area. So they've done a lot of trail work, and this trail has improved immensely. There's not half the water, a quarter of the water that used to be on this trail. You see another little drainage area. So we're not very far away now. We're going to get down there to the Allen Lake and down to the little bench, and we're going to sit up for lunch and have a big boil up and all the good stuff. No pictures of the boil up. Sorry about that, but focus was to have a bite to eat and recharge the batteries of ourselves while since we've been riding probably now for almost 2.5, 3 hours. So here we are arriving at the Allen Lake, and time for lunch. Well, this is another nice little spot I like to stop in every time I go by. It's especially with after all the rain here. I'm sure that the river's quite high, so I'm at this bridge, so I'll pull off here and have a little break. But we haven't seen a whole lot of ATVs. I figured we see more, but as the day goes on, we're gonna start seeing them. But this is over towards the end. Oh, there's a crowd up there on the road going the other way. So yeah, just gonna check out the river and see how much water's flowing. I mean, all summer we barely had any rain, and this was so dry you could walk across. And now, within one big rainfall, of course, now this is what we have. So, but it's a beautiful spot. I enjoy coming here, and I enjoy looking at the waterfall or the river as it's flowing.
Nice picture. I think I want to go rafting down it though. Well, this is it.
So of course, living in a place called Beaver Bank, what are you going to come across but beavers? And apparently you got a fellow in this area who's been busy. So he's been knocking down a few trees and building his dams and starting to back the water up on the road. So anyways, fun to see wildlife, but he's starting to cause the trails to get a little bit. I mean, it didn't help that we already had 100 millimeters of rain or 80 millimeters of rain yesterday. But now this is, and then I said he's doing some. I mean, he's doing some pretty good damage to some of the trees here too. He's knocking down some big ones. Anyways, I'm gonna keep on going out here, and before too long, we're gonna see Mr. Porcupine. Apparently it was 2 that we had that day. I missed the first one. Apparently I drove right by it. I never seen it, but I definitely saw the second one. So, but we're gonna get up on the power lines here and then scoot up, and we're gonna see Mr. Porcupine. Actually, little, he's a big fella. But nice to know that there is stuff going on out there in the woods, and we don't see any deer. Of course, too wet. People are probably hunting them. But yeah, there's Mr. Porcupine. He's a big sucker too. He wasn't shy. He didn't want to get off the road too quickly either. So we're going to keep on going out here, and before too long we're going to be getting out to the warming hut that the Beaver Bank ATV Club has set up. So for those who don't remember, this is the north end of what they call the 5K trail. And it was in really bad shape after, well, the trail was in bad shape and needed a lot of repairs. So the local ATV club, the Beaver Bank ATV Club, applied for a grant through the OHV fund and a trail building fund or something like that, and got funding to fix up at least the top end of the trail here, probably the worst part of the trail, one of the worst sections of the trail. So pretty well all summer, when they had the opportunity, they were down and working on the trail, and they've made a world of difference. This section of the trail that I'm riding on now, normally you wouldn't be able to go faster than 5 kilometers per hour. That being said, as a kudos to the ATV club, they've got an awesome job done. And I'm hoping that eventually we'll get down to the rest of the 5K trail. This is probably the mid section of the trail. It's a pretty rough section. Hopefully the club will get, or between the snowmobile club and the ATV club, they can work on a funding grant and see if we can get this section of the trail fixed up. Nice thing about it though, it slows people down, but there are definitely some bad spots here that need to be attended to. But that's all part of and thanks to volunteering and the volunteers of the local clubs, the ATV club and the snowmobile club, they're making progress and making sure that local ATVers have decent trails to ride on in the area. So we're just going to keep on scooting down the 5K trail here, and we're going to pop out, and we're going to cross over the road, and then we're going to head back to our starting point, and that will pretty well conclude for us for today. Well, this is pretty well going to conclude today's ride. Say we left around 9:30, got back to the vehicles around 4, stopping for a few breaks, and plus about 45 minutes for lunch. Did a grand total about 78 kilometers. It was a lovely day, like I said, and a few people out on the trails, but it was definitely nice to get out and get on the go. I want to thank everybody for watching, and thank my fellow ATVers that came along for the ride today. Blew the at least the dust out of the cobwebs out of the bikes, and looking forward to getting back on the trails once the Sundays, which where the hunting on Sundays is back in effect, is not permitted, is back in effect. So, anyways, thanks for watching, and stay tuned for more adventures from Canadian Can-Am. Stay safe in the trails out there.